My best friend catfished me, so I made him fall in love with his own fake identity. I swear I'm not an idiot. I need to say that up front because what I'm about to tell you will make you question every decision I've ever made. But in my defense, love makes you do stupid things, and I was in love with Emily, the most perfect woman I had ever met. She was sweet, funny, and always got my dumb jokes. She laughed at my terrible memes, and most importantly, she genuinely cared about me. I could tell her anything. She was like a dream that, as it turns out, was actually my best friend Adam messing with me for 2 years. Let me take you back to where this nightmare began. Meeting Emily. I met Emily on a dating app. She was different from everyone else. Every other woman either ghosted me, unmatched me, or, my personal favorite, replied 5 days later with a simple, haha yeah. But not Emily. She messaged me first. That should have been the first red flag. She was gorgeous, blonde hair, big green eyes, the kind of face you'd expect to see in a shampoo commercial. But it wasn't just her looks. She was funny. Our conversations flowed like we had known each other for years. We exchanged Instagram, but she never posted many pictures, just artsy stuff. Sunsets, coffee cups, aesthetic shots of her laptop. She told me she was shy and didn't like posting selfies. I respected that. For 2 years, Emily was my go-to person. We talked every day. She knew everything about me. My embarrassing childhood stories, the time I got pantsed in gym class, my biggest insecurities. But every time I tried to meet her in person, she always had an excuse. And like a fool, I believed every single one. Meet Adam, my best friend and the ultimate troll. Adam is my best friend. My reckless, chaotic idiot of a best friend. The guy who once spent an entire road trip convincing me that birds aren't real. The guy who, when we were kids, told my crush I had a foot fungus, just to see what would happen. The guy I trusted with everything. So, naturally, I told him all about Emily. And this man had the audacity to say, "Bro, what if she's fake?" I laughed in his face. "No way, dude. We have deep conversations. She gets me. She's real." And Adam, my best friend, just looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Yeah, totally. She sounds amazing." This man was Emily the whole time. How I found out? I didn't find out because Adam left his phone unlocked. I didn't find out because someone tipped me off. No, that would have been too easy. I found out because Adam is an idiot. One night, Adam and I were gaming, same as always. We were in a voice chat, casually roasting each other while I was also texting Emily. I don't even remember what we were playing, some FPS where, as usual, Adam was getting absolutely destroyed while blaming the lag. Meanwhile, in my chat with Emily, "How was your day, babe?" Me, "Pretty chill. I watched Interstellar again. Forgot how much of a mind trip that movie is." Emily, "Oh, that movie is so deep. What part messed with your head the most?" I started typing a response. But before I could hit send, Adam, who was still in our voice chat, fully focused on the game, casually asked, "Yeah, Jake, tell me, what part messed with your head the most?" I froze. Adam didn't even realize what he had just done. He was too busy yelling about some guy camping in a corner. "Interstellar. You watched it today, right? Was it still good?" My blood ran cold. My hands started shaking. This absolute fool had just responded to a conversation he wasn't supposed to know existed. I stared at my phone. My chat with Emily was still open. She was still waiting for my response. There was no way. There was absolutely no logical explanation for why Adam, who was playing a game, who wasn't looking at his phone, who wasn't supposed to know about this conversation, had just asked me the exact same question Emily did. I sat there, heart pounding, replaying every single interaction we had ever had. The times Emily forgot what we had talked about the day before. The times Adam made oddly specific comments about my love life. The fact that I had never once heard Emily's voice. I took a deep breath, trying to stay calm. Me, "How did you know I watched Interstellar?" Adam, still not paying attention, still fully immersed in the game, said,
"What?"
"You just told me." I hadn't said a single word about it. I watched him for a second, waiting for him to realize what had just happened. And then it hit him. His character in the game stopped moving. Complete silence. And then, like the absolute coward he was, he left the game. Just vanished. Logged out like he was fleeing a crime scene. This was the dumbest, most ridiculous catfishing slip-up in history. And that's when I knew Emily wasn't real. Adam had been catfishing me for 2 years. And he had no idea what was coming next. I had just figured it out. Most people would be devastated, humiliated, maybe even furious. And don't get me wrong, I felt all those things. But mostly I felt determined. Because I was going to ruin this man's life. Adam was panicking, avoiding my calls, acting like disappearing would somehow erase the fact that he had catfished his best friend for 2 years. I could have confronted him immediately, could have exposed him with screenshots, told everyone we knew, but that wasn't good enough. No, I was about to make this man destroy himself. The bait. Adam had been using fake pictures of a random Instagram model to pose as Emily. I had seen them hundreds of times, always artsy shots, carefully chosen so they didn't look too professional. So I did some digging. A little reverse image search. A little social media stalking. And just like that, I found her. Her real name was Sabrina, a travel blogger from Canada who had no idea she was part of the dumbest catfish operation of all time. I created a new Instagram account, Sabrina Private, uploaded some of her old pictures, made the bio match her actual page. Then, when the trap was set, I sent a message to Adam's fake Emily account. Hey, who are you? Why are you using my pictures? And then I sat back and waited. Within 3 minutes, Adam took the bait. OMG, I'm so sorry. I can explain. I smiled. Hooked. Explain what? I replied sweetly. Are you pretending to be me? And then it happened. This man, this absolute idiot, spilled his entire soul in one message. No, it's not like that. It was just a prank on my best friend. I pretended to be you to mess with him, but it's not like I was scamming him or anything. It was just a joke, I swear. I sat there staring at my phone, tears in my eyes from trying not to laugh. This fool had just confessed everything to me. Well, to Sabrina. Oh my God. Wow. I typed. That's kinda messed up. But honestly, I think it's kind of funny. I could feel his relief through the screen. Really? He replied. You're not mad. No, I get it, I said. Pranks are pranks. You're just being a goofball. Tell me more though. How far did this go? And this actual clown kept going. He told me everything. How he started it as a joke. How he never expected it to last this long. How he thought I'd figured out earlier, but I was so dumb that he just kept going. Yeah, that one stung a little. But revenge was coming. You know what? I wrote. I actually think you're kinda cool. I've never had someone pretend to be me before, lol. He took the bait. Haha, yeah, it's kinda crazy. I can't believe I got away with it for this long. I want to keep talking to you, I said. What's your real account? And like the complete idiot he was, he gave it to me. The real Adam. His actual account. This was it. I was about to catfish my best friend using his own stolen identity. The moment Adam handed over his real account, I knew I had him. He had no idea what was about to happen. He thought he had escaped the worst of it. Thought Sabrina was cool with the prank. Thought he had dodged a bullet. What he didn't know was that he had just given me the keys to his destruction. So, I started messaging Adam from his actual account. Hey, it's nice talking to the real you. I made sure to keep it light, flirty, teasing. Not too much at once. I had to reel him in. And Adam? He was hooked immediately. Yeah, I feel like I can finally be myself with you, haha. Oh, buddy, you have no idea. I took my time. I didn't rush it. I made sure to build the fantasy. I made Sabrina cool. Chill. Fun. A woman who understood him. Who was low-key impressed by his dumb prank. You're actually really funny, I messaged. I kind of like that about you, Adam. He ate that up. Really? He replied, like a 13-year-old boy who just got noticed by his crush. This was going to be easier than I thought. For 2 weeks, I played the game. Adam was completely obsessed. I had him texting me first thing in the morning. I had him waiting for replies, anxious, when I left him on read. I had him telling me things he had never told anyone. He was falling hard for the fake version of the fake girl he had already created. And the best part? He never questioned a thing. Because he was too busy trying to impress Sabrina. I feel like we have a real connection, he texted one night. Like this is different, you know? Oh, Adam. It's so different. I knew exactly when to crush him. One night, after weeks of making him emotionally vulnerable, I sent the message that would seal his fate. I think I'm falling for you. His reply came in less than 10 seconds. OMG, me too. I've never felt like this before. I stared at my screen, grinning. Because now, it was time for the grand finale. I told Adam I wanted to meet in person. I wanted to see him, touch him, look into his eyes. I wanted a moment that was ours. He was nervous, but excited. Are you sure? I don't want to ruin what we have. Oh, buddy. We're about to ruin everything. I told him to meet me at a fancy rooftop restaurant. One of those places where the waiters wear bow ties and the menus don't have prices. I told him to dress nice. And he did. This man showed up in a full suit. Hairstyled. Cologne so strong, I could smell it from across the room. He sat at the table, scanning the crowd. Nervous. Excited. Fidgeting. I let him sit there. 15 minutes. Then 20. Then I walked up behind him and sat down. I pulled out my phone, tapped my screen, sent him one last message. His phone buzzed. He looked down. And there, in his messages from Sabrina Private, were the words, "Turn around." His hand started shaking. He slowly looked up. And the moment his eyes met mine, I saw it. The full horror of realization crashing down on him. His entire body froze. He went so pale I thought he was about to pass out. I leaned in. "How does it feel," I whispered, "to fall in love with yourself?" And that was a masterpiece.